Fanatic Radio is America's premier sports music program.
It's an essential part of our society, like hot dogs and Cadillacs.
With Mike Gardner and Ben Florence providing unique insight from the wide world of sports.
He should just retire so we can dip him in bronze and ship him to the Hall of Fame.
Playing only the hottest music.
The only thing we ever play on the show is Motown and R&B.
And always striving for perfection.
We're climbing the ladder to success, escalator style. Yes!
See for yourself. Check out Fanatic Radio, only on Blog Talk Radio.
Senior guard Troy Brewer from the American University basketball team. How good does it feel to know that the official practice is only a few days away and the season is about ready to start?
After going through last night, it feels real good just to know that we're a couple of days away from the season, especially since we've been putting in so much preparation, especially with the Europe trip we had this summer. It's like we started our season early, getting prepared, going through practices, and just competing and playing at that level. And after the success we had in Europe, we have high expectations, and we're looking forward to this year.
Is there any you can talk a little about the Euro trip, just sort of experiences you got out of it?
I think the Europe trip was great. Everyone got events like that kind of build team bonding and bring us closer. And just playing in Europe, we got to see how basketball is played not only in America but in the United States. In other countries. And playing against other guys, they were a lot bigger and stronger. They were pretty much just grown men that we were playing against. And we were successful playing against them. We won all the games except for that last one. So playing over there helped build team chemistry, and I think it helped build confidence for a lot of guys, just getting them ready for this year.
Did it help you improve your game anyway?
I think it did, just playing against tougher and bigger guys. That's always going to make you better. And being successful at it helped build my confidence as well. And it just carried the momentum into this year, not only for myself but for the team as well.
All right, then we can sort of turn back the clock when you were in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Doing some research, played at Montrose Christian, very high-powered, highly recognized high school team. What was it like playing for Stu Vetter in sort of a nationally ranked high school? Playing
at Montrose is a different experience than playing at any other high school, just because it's like a basketball factory. So they're always producing guys, and the coach we had, he's a legendary coach, and so that program is more like a college program. We had everything was structured. We had study hall. We had everything kind of that got us prepared for college. And then we played at the highest level in high school. So a lot of those guys play at the highest levels in college and go on to play elsewhere. So playing there just prepared me for college and got me ready.
So notice one of the teams you played, the tree you played with Graves Vasquez and Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Graves and Kevin, they're still good friends of mine. Playing with them, those are great talents, and being around them, I learned a lot. Looked up to them, they taught me a lot, and just being around those guys, you pick up things, and it's just fun to be around guys like that who make the game exciting.
When they were on your team, did you sort of during practice sort of realize that, hey, this guy, he's going to be big someday?
You realize that, but at the same time, I see them all the time, especially back then. So it wasn't like starstruck or anything. I'm used to them. I'm in class with them. I talk to them. So at the time, you know that they're good. They're gonna turn into something. But you never knew that they were gonna turn into what they are now. So you knew they were gonna be special. And I guess Kevin's situation is a little different than Graves. So I am surprised at how everything turned out for Kevin, just because he's could be arguably the best player in the world right now. So,
all right, and then going ahead, you played freshman year at Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
What was sort of the experience of playing in the SEC and actually winning the SEC championship, going to the NCAA tournament?
Playing at Georgia was a great experience. It was obviously it's a different level, different talent level, and with the conference being that it is, playing against guys that are just great athletes, just top of the level, and being around them, I learned a lot. It was a great experience. I felt like I helped improve myself being there, and going through that whole season, just playing against big names. I felt like basketball is just there's so much room for just everyone can grow with their skills. They can just grow and just become as best as they can if they continue to work hard. And after we won the tournament, it was just an unreal feeling, just because to go there my freshman year and to win the SEC tournament, and then to go to the tournament my freshman year it was a fun experience, and not too many people can say they've done that.
All right, what was sort of the reason why you transferred here to American?
Well, one of the main reasons to come to American was, first of all, it was back closer to home, which is always a good thing. And I knew Coach Jones when I was in high school. I knew all the coaching staff. They recruited me all in high school, so I already had a relationship with them when I was at Montrose. And this is a great school academically, and the basketball team had a lot of success already coming in. So it had all the pieces that I wanted. And coming here, I felt it would be a good fit, and so far it's worked out for me.
Is it good to know that you're sort of like home away from home?
Yeah, it's always good to be close to home. If I live in Maryland, so going to school in D.C. is not too close, but it's not too far. So, if I want to go home and see my family or get a nice meal or wash my clothes or something, it's not that far. And plus, at games, family and friends can come watch me play, and that's good just because being away for 2 years at Georgia, obviously they can't come all the way down there. So being here is good just because I can have people come check me out and watch me and support me, which makes me feel good.
I definitely can't speak for that myself. I'm from Dallas, so I'm sort of fish out of water. But
I know how you feel.
I kind of wanted to get away, but wanted to be on the East Coast. But I guess the thing I have is my brother plays soccer at George Mason.
Okay, so you're close to you. Huh?
He sort of like keeps the homesick thing away.
That's good.
But going back to last season, playing with the team. First of all, this summer, where were you when you heard the news that Steve Lumpkins was not going to be returning this year?
I can't remember exactly where I was, but I think I was just around one of the other guys on the team, and when we heard the news, it is a shocker just because you after one season ends, you plan for the next season. So you have guys, we're building around people and we're getting ready for the upcoming season, and so Lumpkins, he's a great guy. He's my friend. There'll never be hard feelings towards anything for his decision. But it just at the time, it hurts you at the time. But then I feel like we would have had more questions if we didn't go to Europe and then had to deal with his him not being here. But now that we went to Europe and played over there without him being there and had the success that we did, just because you lose a couple of guys on the team, or you may not have the force that you started with, other guys are ready to step up and play. So I think we'll still just be as successful, if not more.
Are you sort of taking that role on yourself now that Vlad and Lumpkins have left, sort of being the leader on the team, per se?
Definitely. I feel like, it's a lot of eyes are on me just to produce, and it's expected, and I like that challenge and opportunity. And the coaches tell me just, to be ready and be prepared. And coming off of last year, I feel like I can, help lead this team, support the team, and not only myself, but I think a lot of guys are ready to contribute as well. You have Blake, who's going to contribute a lot. You have Charles, who's going to contribute a lot. You have a lot of guys who are just ready to help out. And I don't think it's going to be a one-man show, but I think that there's going to be a lot of things going on with this team that are different from last year, and I'm looking forward to it.
How are the freshmen on the team? Have they gelled into the system pretty well? Yeah,
Kyle and John, they've actually acclimated real well. They did well in Europe. They produced. They did good things, and in practice they're always doing good. In workouts they've shown that they can contribute. So they're going to be real good, and they're going to help us out a lot this year.
Last night, Coach Jones hinted at the fact this is the hardest working team he's had. Is that just defensive-wise, or just sort of like the pail in their hand going to work mentality?
I think it's all of that, just because everything that we've done from back in end of July and beginning of August, pretty much the whole summer up to this point now, guys were here working hard. We worked hard that whole time before we went to Europe. The success we had in Europe to come back here to start right back in August doing our workouts. The coaches always talk about how great our workouts have been for the preseason. Our strength and conditioning coach Jake has been very satisfied with the workouts we've been doing. A lot of guys have made improvements, gotten bigger and stronger, and on the basketball court you can just see that there's a confidence that everyone has, and we work hard every day. We're always conditioning, we're always pushing ourselves, and that's what makes the teams better, and the coaches have seen that, and the players have seen that as well.
And for your style of play, do you sort of model your game after someone, or?
I wouldn't say I model my game after anyone. I'm just a scorer. I can shoot the ball. I've worked this summer on putting the ball on the floor, getting my ball handling better, and trying to attack the rim, so I can do that as well. And I've always been just a an athlete, a guy who runs up and down the court, run and jump type guy. So I wouldn't say I style my game after anyone, but I feel like I can definitely score the ball, and I feel like I'm a good defender as well. And so those are two things I like to make sure my game is noticed by.
I was gonna say, who's your sort of your idol growing up?
My idols have jumped around over the years. I never had one guy in particular. Growing up when I was little, I used to always, everyone liked Michael Jordan. Then I had a phase when I liked Tracy McGrady a lot. Then I've never been a Kobe Bryant fan too much though. Never been. Guys like LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Rudy Gay is another one of my favorite players. And then not just because I played with Kevin, and so just to say that he's one of my favorite players, but just if you just watch him play, you have to like the way he plays and everything he does. And so I just have a group of guys that I like, and I wouldn't model my game after them, but I just like things that they do, and I feel like I kind of do some of those things myself.
All right, and the last question, is there sort of a saying or a phrase that you sort of live your life by, or a piece of advice that anyone, coach, parent, family, friend has given you?
I don't really have any sayings. I just know that, every day is an opportunity and you have to take advantage of it, and whether that be in school or on the basketball court or whatever that you're doing, just be appreciative of what you have and make the most of it.